Hey there guys, how you doing? It's me once again, Alex Swingle, and I wanted to talk to you about another game called Inuyasha, the card game. I know, it's really stupid, really silly, because it's all, it's a brand-based game, but it actually has quite a few interesting things about it, and I wanted to talk to you about such things. Now, they use this rule system in another one of their games, Bleach, in case you wanted to check out, that and you're a fan of the anime. But the first thing I wanted to bring up is the location cards in this game. Now, just to give you an image here, an example, because I love showing off images. Now, in this one, each location gives a bonus to either all your characters or a select few, and I really like the notion of objects, location, groups, because these green cards are not just locations. Sometimes they're actual, gang hideouts, things of that nature. But the idea that your affiliation actually gives you a bonus, because a lot of the times the way some of the normal RPGs, like let's go with D&D, they you would have a faction you belong to, but it didn't really give you that much of a benefit. It gave you a benefit of being able to BS your way, into getting an object because you knew a guy. So there was a relationship there. But the actual group didn't really give you a benefit in training or anything like that. In this game, it shows it. It highlights it. And it's something that I really enjoy because of that. Now, the next thing here, and this is the main thing that I really wanted to show you guys, is the combat for the stats here. Gotta make sure you see those images. So, right now there's 6 symbols on the far left side there. The green, blue, white, and the other one is purple, red, and black. Now, I can easily make the connection of D&D stats, since D&D has 6 different stats. But what they are is these are their strengths. This is just one character here, so you can see that this is their strengths. The 3 main things that are important to them when it comes to fighting, and they have a point value. And the way it works is very, very basic, because they wanted to add modifiers and stuff like that. So there's the wolf again, so you can see the stats. 3 5 3, 3 white, 5 blue, 3 green. The way it worked is you would take a comparison look at the 2 stats, add location modifiers if there were location modifiers, and the attacker would choose which version to attack with. So, this is the old version, the one on the left-hand side, the wolf, that's the new version of the icons. And they removed the symbolisms behind each stat. And what would happen is the attacker would challenge the person to a duel of color to match color. So green to green, blue to blue, white to white. Um, and this was to represent like a duel to the death, where the strengths of each character were pretty much the only thing going for those characters, and their weaknesses, their non-strengths, were things that they tried to avoid at all times. If you didn't match symbols, you just used your highest color that you possibly could to showcase that this was the only thing. If you had to bulldoze your way through either using just physical force, you did so, and that's what ended up happening. Although the majority of the rules stated were not very clear, so I just used color by color. And what made it so unique to me was it really showcased it, because it was all about duels, one-on-one fights. So it really, highlighted the the style of play, as in if I was a white is mainly archery and that kind of stuff. So archery versus archery. This is a best of the two talents. What makes you so so darn special? Those kind of things. and being able to beat someone at their own game, which is usually what duels are all about. Beating someone at their own game, like fencing and or like a normal sword duel, things of that nature, lancing. You know, you get the gist. And the way they added this on is by doing the standard tropes of adding equipment, like this, one equipment per person gives them bonus stats. Blue, that these are events, things that happened, in the middle of a fight in order to give quick bonus boosts and all that jazz. But yeah, that's really what I wanted to highlight for you guys is, locations, have your locations, give them a meaning to your character besides it just being a relationship. Because there are many things out there where if you belong to like a Tai Chi club or something like that, you're going to get more than just knowing who the dojo master is. You're going to get skills and stuff and feats just by going there on a daily basis or a weekly basis. And on top of having the relationship. And with character class, the character fights, these are these are more your high fantasy, your melodramatic, fights. And so, majority of those fights, you're not going to backstab somebody. You're not going to, take advantage of them by exploiting their weakness. You're going to see them for who they are and fight them on their own terms. Fight, in a pure, more honest way. And I think that really showcases, that style of fighting. And I think it's a really cool thing. There's no team up rules in this game or anything like that, but there you go. So, yeah, I hope you learned something, and see you next week.